In this modern era, everyone keeps on saying that, oh, we're always reliant on AI. We don't know how to think critically anymore. Or maybe we don't even know how to think because we always just ask ChatGPT. Well, I've fallen into the same habit. It's not easy to do all that stuff when there's the convenience of asking ChatGPT in front of you. But I'm sure, despite all of us using the ChatGPT, being used to having everything easily done by AI, we know it's bad for us. But we still use it because at this point, we've kind of lost our skills. We've kind of regressed. Our brains have kind of rotted, because of all of this. So my proposed solution to all of this is actually very simple. It's basically just thinking. Now, I'm going to make it very simple to the point that anyone can do it. It's just to get a pen and paper. You don't even need a notebook like this. You literally just need a cheap pen and just a paper. Just sit down anywhere and just write. You don't need to write with a goal. You don't need to tell yourself that, okay, I need to write an amazing idea about this. It's literally just whatever idea you have, what random thing appears in your head, you write it down, sentence per sentence, and just follow it. If from sentence A, suddenly it thinks about thought Z, write it down. That's exactly what you need to do. And set a timer for like 5 to 10 minutes, something short first, and you're gonna be surprised with how much you can end up producing. And you see, the reason why this is such an effective, simple hobby is that whatever you write there is completely organic to you. Even though it might not be the best, Nobel Prize winning, world-changing idea, it's organically yours. It's a thought that came from your head and your head only. And also when you do this, please don't be like watching YouTube or like looking at other stuff. No. The entire point is you isolate yourself for this moment, so all you have is your thoughts, and also a place to document it, which is your book. Now, if you ask me, can I do this on an iPad with good notes or on my laptop so I can type it faster? No, you shouldn't. If you want this to work, you have to strip out all of those convenient technologies and just go back to pure manual. The feeling of writing, feeling a pen strike paper, and that crisp glide of the ballpoint head, that's what actually will change your life. That's what actually is beneficial. The reason why you've probably asked if you can use an iPad or a laptop to type is probably because it's more convenient, it's easier, it's faster. But let me tell you, because this is harder, because you need to struggle, you're gonna write something here, you're gonna feel your hands tired, puggle, cramped writing. That's what actually makes it more meaningful. You won't just write it and forget it. It's not gonna be like class notes that you just take a picture of and never look at it again. No. As an organic idea that comes from you, that's something important. And as I said, it's quite literally easy. Just write anything. It doesn't need to have a goal. Literally just whatever thought you have in mind, write it. You might think it's stupid. Like, you're embarrassed if someone will find out. Well, guess what? Just write it on any piece of paper and just tell yourself, no one's gonna see this. If you're really that nervous about anyone finding out, you can literally burn the paper after that. The entire point is just analog writing, analog thinking. You force your brain to go back to how great people in the old age got amazing ideas. How do you think people back then had amazing ideas, right? They had something stupid, whatever they wanted to try. They wrote it down. They followed what their brain, what their thoughts led them to. They didn't have ChatGPT back in the 1800s. They didn't have ChatGPT in the 1800s, right? So maybe you could try doing this. It's low risk. You don't need to expect anything from it. Literally just 5-10 minutes of your day. Then you can extend that. If you're really serious about getting your thinking back, well, if you're not, you will just watch this video and just leave and without doing it. But please, I encourage you to try it. Just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. And 5 minutes as the small step to regaining your consciousness, regaining your critical thinking, your ability to actually think and create ideas purely from your own mind. When you go doom scrolling, when you and I go doom scrolling, we can sometimes go hours, right? We waste all of our time on that. So why can't you just Why can't you just delegate 1% of that doom scrolling time to heal your brain? Just sit down with a piece of paper, a notebook, and a pen, and just write whatever is in your mind. No judgment. Anything that you write down purely out of your own thoughts is training for your brain. It makes you think, it develops your mind, and regains your consciousness, undoes the brain damage. It undoes the brain damage we have developed from all of this AI overuse. I highly encourage you to try it. What do you think? Have you done this before? Do you think there's a better way to do it? Tell me in the comments. Let's have a discussion. Until then, thank you very much for tuning into this video. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye.